What's up guys, it's Rota here and welcome back to yet another amazing video on the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you my updated version of Salamangreat's post Eternity code, and without any further ado, let's get straight into this deck profile. So obviously we're going to be just playing the one Gazelle because it's the best salad monster there is and it's at 1. We're going to be playing triple Spinny because I feel like drawing him isn't bad at all, so that's why I play 3 of him. I play 2 Jack Jaguar. I feel like playing 1 can be a bit risky. If it gets banished, you sort of lose a major part of your extra deck stability because he just puts stuff back and allows you to keep collecting. So I feel like 2 Jack Jaguars is quite important. We're playing 1 Fowl, 1 Falco, and 1 Foxy, and this is it for our salad monsters. I tried to keep it pretty much as small as possible because with this build we're going to be focusing more on the different parts of the deck and not necessarily Salamangreats. So for our main normal summon of the deck here, we have triple Lady Debug. She just adds you Gazelle basically and is a really good card. You don't mind seeing this card at all, hence why I play 3, a really good normal summon. We're playing triple Parallel Exceed. This is now probably the main focus of the deck to combat Nibiru because you can make him special on another one and then overlay for your Trap Trick with Flasia because we are playing that package in this profile, and that will stop Nibiru because I feel like salads lose quite badly to Nibiru, so we need a way to combat it. Also search for Silent Mining, so that's always a plus. That's it for our main monsters. The rest are just hand traps now. We got Triple Ash. Obviously this is the best hand trap in this deck and just one of the best hand traps in general, but it is fire, so we can add it back from the grave with Wolf, so just extra recursion that this deck can do with Ash, hence why you pretty much want to play 3. 2 Effect Veiler. This can also be the new Effect Veiler version from ETCO, Ghost Mourn I believe it's called, but I just prefer Effect Veiler because it just can hit anything in your opponent's main phase, unlike the other one which has to be special summon monsters, so I still play Effect Veiler. I got 2 Nibiru because going second is not that strong in this format unless you play a lot of going second cards like Nibiru to combat those massive combo boards, so I feel like 2 Nibiru is good. You could bump this up to 3, but 2 for now has been fine for me. And finally we're playing 2 Fantastical Dragon. I feel like Salad is one of a few decks that can really play this card and Nibiru and not be locked out in any sort of way, like Sky Strikers for example. This means they control a monster in the main monster zone like Nibiru, so I feel like Salad doesn't suffer from that and it's just free bodies on board for them. That's why I think this card's really strong. There's a lot of link summoning this format, a lot of Needle Fiber, a lot of link cross, so I feel like this card is quite good. Moving on to the spells here, we play triple Silent Mining. Why wouldn't you play 3 of this? It lets you search basically your deck, and even the discard itself isn't that bad if you get a Salamangreat in the grave, like Foxy for example, and then you can just revive Foxy later on or Spinny or whatever, so it's not that bad, the discard. I'm also playing Double Will. I was playing 3 of this, but with such a low salad count, I think we have like 10 Salamangreat monsters. There's no real need to play 3 because we don't play that many. So, and plus you can always search it out with Gazelle, sending it to the grave and adding it back to your hand. So I feel like 2 is just right for this build. We're playing 2 Cosmic Cyclone because we need some sort of spell and trap removal. We play the 3rd one in the side deck that I won't be showing you. But I feel like this card is really strong, a lot stronger than MST and Twin Twister because this banishes and the life points don't really mean much to you anyway. So the fact that this banishes means that there's no grave effects for Eldritch, and so that's why I play this over MST and Twin Twister. Also with Twin you have to discard, but this you don't. I'm playing 1 Circle because it's at 1. If this wasn't anything else you'd play it at that. Just again, search your deck for Salad Monster. Also can protect it if you need to be. So really good card, recur it from the grave, keep searching. 1 Sanctuary, you don't need more than 1. You can search it out with Balinks. Really just play this card because you can search it out with Balinks, and you don't need any more than 1 because you really don't want to draw this card at all. Now, for the last spell here, we're playing one Upstart Goblin. This could be Pot of Desires. I feel like Upstart Goblin for me is better because sometimes I feel like it can banish important pieces of my deck. But then again, it doesn't really matter that much as long as you don't banish Gazelle, what you banish. So I feel like Upstart or Pot of Desires, it's up to personal preference. I got the Upstart in here, you could have whatever else. For the traps, I'm playing Triple Infinite Impermanence because this card is just amazing going first, going second, just really versatile card. I feel like every deck plays this card at 3 for a reason because it's just amazing. And it's basically another hand trap. You need a lot of hand traps this format to stop all the combos, so that's why I play Triple Imperm. Doesn't matter if you draw 2 because you can just use them that turn anyway. For my other traps, I got 1 Raw and 1 Rage. I've always played 1 of each because they're searchable, semi-searchable, send them to the grave and add them back to your hand. But I feel like you don't need to play more, you can just recur them with Falco. This sets itself anyway through its own effect, so that's why I just play 1 of each. And my last trap is Gravedigger's Trap Hole. This is your way of saying no to Nibiru, and I feel like this card is amazing, and it's just an amazing card, and it's amazing in time because it does 2000 burn damage as well. So I wouldn't recommend playing more than 1 though, because you don't really want to be drawing this card, you just want to be sending it from the deck with Raphasia to gain its effects. Moving on to the extra deck here, we're going to start with our Access Code Talker. This card has been an amazing boost for Salamangreat. This is really pushing the deck over now, just allowing you to pop multiple cards, and when you play the Transcode Talker Update Jammer combo, this card can attack twice and it's most likely game from there on because you get to pop like 3 cards and then just attack twice for like 10,000 damage. This card's insane and worth that price tag that it's holding right now, unfortunately. And that is also why I play Transcode Talker Update Jammer. It just helps you get those OTKs in when you wouldn't really have them anywhere else. Moving on to our other non-Salamangreat monster here, we got 1 Nightmare Phoenix. Again, really good in this deck. Fire. Almost didn't make the cut, but I feel like we just need, sometimes you need more, an extra deck method of getting rid of a card, with a back row card in the field, so that's why I made Phoenix. And it's a fire as well, so it keeps in theme, I suppose. And moving on to the last monster that isn't a salad for the links, here we have a Lingaribo. I've been testing with this card, and this card can also be Splash Mage. It's up to preference. You can negate traps with this for those evenly matches and imperms, or you can play Splash Mage to get an extra pop of Access Code Talker. It's up to preference again. I prefer Lingaribo right now, but if it changes, I'll update you guys. And now for the Salamangreat links. 2 Heat Leo, you don't need 3. Really good card, spins back row, gets over big monsters by just making their attacks, something that you have in the grave. Our main link in the deck, Triple Wolf here, just an amazing card for salads. Allows you to just recur resources and keep that grind game going. Wouldn't play this card at anything less than 3. It's mandatory, I'd say, at 3. And another mandatory card at 3 is Bailing, searches out your field spell and gives your Salamangreat protection by banishing itself from the graveyard instead when they will be destroyed. So I feel like, again, mandatory at 3, just a really important card in general to start all your combos. You usually go through this card 99% of the time, so that's why I play 3. And for the X's of the deck, play Abyss Dweller. This can also be Baguska, it's up to preference again. I just think shutting off the graveyard completely this format is really strong. And the last one is my Trap Tricks Raphasia, which lets me combat Nibiru. You usually make this as 5th summon, and then if they Nibiru, you can send this directly from the deck to the grave to negate that and deal 2000 burn damage to them. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my updated Salamangreat deck profile. Let me know in the comments down below if you prefer this version of the deck or my previously posted version. And leave a comment when you're down there. I always respond to all the comments. I think it's quite nice when you guys leave comments in the video that I get to read. So that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you.
It's time! Let's go!